The prince is in the castle. He is dancing. Wow, what a great book. What are you reading, Daddy?
I'm just going through these books on entrepreneurism. Man, it would be cool to be an entrepreneur.
Then why don't you?
Don't know what?
Be an entrepreneur.
Oh, if it was just that easy.
It is. If you want to be an entrepreneur, just become one.
I can't just become an entrepreneur, Lily.
Why not?
Well, it's not like I can just decide that's what I want to do and it magically happen.
Why not?
Because it's not something that just everyone can do.
Why not?
Because it's like just lucky people who are born with it can be an entrepreneur.
Why?
I don't really know how it works, to be honest. I just know that it's too hard to just become an entrepreneur because you want to.
I thought being a grown meant you can do whatever you wanted. A kid would never quit just because it's hard. A kid would just keep chasing it until we got it. But if it's really hard, we ask a grown to help and we would get it for sure.
If only the world really worked like that.
Don't worry, Daddy. If you really want it, you'll figure out how to get it. Let it go, let it go.
Did I just get schooled by my 7-year-old? Welcome to Business Hero, the show that teaches you to start, grow, and enjoy your business. I'm your host, Jared Elrod, and the show is about to begin. Well, technically it began when you click play, but you get the point. Just cut to the first segment. All right, today we're talking about entrepreneurism, or I guess entrepreneurship, I think is the technical term. But anyways, today we're talking about entrepreneurship and whether you can become an entrepreneur or you have to be born with it. Can an average person just one day decide they want to become an entrepreneur and make that change? Or are they stuck to just having the regular 9-to-5 forever? That's for this elite group of people who are born with the entrepreneurship gene. The number one trait to being a successful entrepreneur is never giving up, always learning. Those are the two things. If you have that mindset, if you have that determination to you're not gonna give up, you're gonna make it work, and then you're always learning. So you may not know anything about being an entrepreneur. You don't know what the terms mean. You don't know what any of that means. As long as you're willing to learn and stick with it, I believe you can become it. Your Hollywood entrepreneur stereotype over here, and you got your average Joe over here. I believe average Joe can make his way along with enough of passion and determination as long as he's willing to keep going. All right, well, so with that said, how do you get started? If you're sitting in your cubicle or behind the counter at a fast food joint or whatever you're doing and you want to become an entrepreneur, how do you get started? Okay, so tip number one is get out of your comfort zone and learn to take chances. A big trait that entrepreneurs have, being able to manage risk and being able to figure out what's worth taking the chance and not being afraid to step out when there is an opportunity. And then of course the other part of that was being able to get out of your comfort zone. You can't always just be driven by being comfortable. That's like the employee versus the independent mindset. If you need that security and that comfort of you're gonna get your paycheck every 2 weeks, you know the company is going fine, there's no risk. You can't get beyond that. You're never gonna be able to grow a business, quit your day job, and live on the uncertainty of just knowing it's up to you. It's gonna be terrifying, and you're always gonna just stay where you are. Okay, and tip number two is find an idea and make money on it. Something that happens a lot of times is it's easy to think about ideas, and it's easy to think I'm gonna create the next Facebook, or I'm gonna do this or that. I just have all these ideas, but the thing is, pick your idea and actually make some money.
This isn't the part where I make money. The only thing that matters is the part where I make money.
You don't have a business until you're making money. Whether you wanna make, handcrafted dresses, or you wanna make like the newest yard tool, or you do wanna create a specialized social network, will people pay you money for it? Because at the end of the day, you can create a new social network that's 10 times better than Facebook, but if you're not making money, all it is a fun hobby. And my last tip is start where you are and just learn how to talk to people. It can be terrifying, the idea of trying to get someone to give you money for something, or even talking to a possible customer to even find out if they're even interested at all. So you got to get comfortable interacting with other people. So for me, I know from my experience, I found myself in that position where I had all these ideas of wanting to be this great entrepreneur and having, this online network of videos and all this great stuff, but I was too shy and timid to actually try to talk to people about it. So here was my idea of selling.
Hey, it's Joe. He's a business owner. I bet he needs some web work done. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Oh, hey, Jared. What's up? How have you been? Oh, well, I started making websites for business owners. Okay, this is it. He's gonna ask me to build him a site. Oh, that sounds exciting. How's it going? It's about to get better once you become my first client. Good. Just waiting for my next customer. Here it comes. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I need to update my site, actually, so I can start selling from it. Yes, that's so my specialty. Well, let me know if you need any advice or anything. Yeah, will do, buddy. Why didn't he ask me to create him a new site? If he's a web guy, I wonder if Jared knows anyone who could help me set up a shopping cart for my site. Probably not. Otherwise, they would have mentioned it.
Seriously, it's going to take you 10,000 customers to make one sale when you're using the hinting method of sales. So what I actually did is I recognized this as like a huge stopping point. Like I was never going to be successful unless I either one, brought on a salesperson, like a coworker who could sell, or more realistically, get over it. So what I did is I actually quit my current job and I took a year off, and I actually spent a year working at a car lot.
The universe said I need someone willing to work bell to bell 6 days a week, make 100 phone calls a day, handle floor traffic, close 4 deals on the last day of the month, stay out till last call celebrating, and still make it into the 8:30 a.m. sales meeting the next day, wide awake and ready to kick ass and take names. So the universe gave us car salesmen. It
was horrible. I hated going to work every day, but I did learn how to sell. And so now that I've jumped back into what I'm doing, huge difference, because it taught me how to deal with people, how to talk to people, what people need before they feel comfortable buying. Just get started, something. It doesn't have to be anything huge. I'm not saying you have to quit your job, but whatever it is you can find, even in your spare time. For an example, one thing I did to take it that next step in the practice is I actually found out that an easy to start little side business was painting curbs. So I went down to Walmart. It was like $12 for the supplies. I watched some videos online. I actually started going door to door, offering to paint people's curbs. I had this little mini business. Now, it's not something I'm still doing. It wasn't something I really even enjoyed, but what I did enjoy was the fact that I was doing something and I was getting more comfortable. I was getting to practice representing myself and representing the value I could provide and why they should give me money. It was the middle of the summer, it was 100+ degrees, bending over in the streets and the asphalt with cars driving by, painting curbs wasn't fun, but it taught me a lot, and I knew I knew I was so far, like I was that average Joe who wanted to be the entrepreneur. So I had to start forcing myself to take these baby steps. And that was another huge one. Not only learning how to sell, but getting out there and actually practicing, knocking on the door, facing the terror of, oh crap, someone's about ready to answer. I hear them coming. What am I gonna say? That thrill and being exhilarated when they said, yeah, I'll do it. And then them handing you the money was awesome. And that's carried on to be able to take me through now that I'm actually running my own business. Now I love it. I love talking to new people. I love telling people how I can help them out. So that's the third piece of advice for the average Joe. Start doing something and just get used to talking to people.
Well, that's the first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We put a lot of work into it here, and hope you guys learned something as well as had a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh man, I hope they subscribe. Please subscribe.